In 2022, I've played a lot of Roblox Five Nights at Freddy's games. I've played good games, I've played mid games, and I've played not so great games. But today, we're gonna go over my top 5 favorite Roblox FNAF games of the entire year of 2022. For some ground rules, these games did not have to be released in 2022, they just had to have been updated sometime during the year. And they get extra points if they were released in 2022 though. I'm not really judging off of anything besides how much fun I had while playing, so keep that in mind. Also, if your game doesn't appear on this list, please don't be discouraged, devs. I hope this only motivates you to continue creating and making the games of your dreams. Now, let's get started with number 5. Number 5 is Animatronic World. The OC Creator Update was amazing. The way they streamlined it and modernized it makes it feel so much more smooth. The Pizzaplex Security Breach map update surprised me. It's super quality, even if it's still only in part 1. I'm really excited to see which features they add to it next. Hopefully they add minigames like TPRR did, and then it's gonna be pretty amazing. I'm still really not the biggest fan of the blocky animatronic style, but it is their style, and honestly, they do it pretty well. They're still able to keep the animatronics detailed despite it. The way that they added the fan animatronics to their game is something that really stood out to me, as well as just another thank you to the community. And I think that's a really cool thing that a lot of games should do if they don't already do it. And I personally like the blob a lot. The way you could do the animations on it, and I was really curious to see how they'd manage it in their style. And I think it turned out pretty well. Goofy, but well. Number 4 is Return to Animatronica. The concept is super unique alone. It's updated pretty frequently. There's a ton of characters, all with their own unique designs as well, that set them apart from their counterparts in actual FNAF world and outside of FNAF in general. There's a ton of fun boss battles. There's plenty of badges and constant events, it feels like, going on every day for you to play and unlock brand new characters. The combat system is very faithful to the actual FNAF world, except you can actually run around, hide behind stuff, and so the bosses don't one-shot you, which is pretty nice. It is a one-of-a-kind game, especially in the Roblox scene. Since I've always really liked FNAF World, I really enjoyed this game, and I just really have a soft spot for it. My favorite animatronics to play are Nightmare Bunny and Nightmare himself, partly because they just look really cool, and they just do a lot of damage. Number 3 is FNAF 2, The New Arrivals. They had a ton of really fun events this year as usual, between the goofy Sir Cheeseworth April Fool's badge and the really difficult Deep Space badge, so we could hop through and just... No, not me too! Oh boy, alright. To even the unique revamped Land of the Dead badge as well. Uh-oh. Oh boy, we gotta run. Giant spider? What is this monster? There was plenty of stuff to do this year in this game alone. Each event was a blast to play through, and they all included a ton of wild, spooky, or just silly looking animatronic morphs for you to play as. Plus, they all have really fun admin morphs, like Sonic and Shadow, and who could forget the toilet, the tree, or even the basketball hoop. But besides those, of course, my favorite animatronics in this game have got to be Crossed Out Bonnie, Mike Skull, and of course, the Marionette. Number 2. This game has come down from its number 1 spot this year. TPRR has had so many events and updates, as it does pretty much every year. The developers for this game do not rest, it feels like. Feels like hundreds of characters came out this year with the animation updates. Mini games like the Roxanne kart racing. There's just a nice calm race between friends. It's just a nice calm race. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! Bonnie Bowl. Uh-oh.
Angelic.
Phaser Blast, and more. The updates to the Security Breach map and the OC Creator update as well just came out. Picking a couple favorite animatronics from TPRR is so difficult because there are just so many. if I try to pick a couple of my favorites, the list will just go on forever, honestly. But if I did have to narrow it down, I'm gonna have to go with the ritual animatronics as like a set. These animatronics, just look at them. They're so insanely cool looking. The detail and the lore and the theme of them just adds so much to it. Plus, I mean, just look at their abilities and animations as well. I mean, they just speak for themselves at this point. And before we get to that coveted #1 spot, I do want to go over my 3 honorable mentions for this year. #1 is Archive Nights. It is one of the most quality Roblox FNAF games out there that you will ever find, even outside Roblox, honestly. It did have a bunch of updates this year, including super quality characters and a small security breach section as well. The animatronics I really liked the most were Tangle and Montgomery Gator for, you know, the rock pose, obviously. Come on. Honorable mention #2 is Freddy's Playground. No! No! Doesn't make any sense. Oh! Hey, we did it! Oh, only I did it, apparently. He's not here. It did come out at the end of the year, but it was so fun. It definitely needs more content, which they are weekly updating this game with more and more content. They just added trading, they added a ton of updates to the game. I think they're even adding Chapter 2 soon as well. I'm a really big fan of that water animatronic and the changes they made to Freddy and his little alien bonnet hand puppet thing as well. And finally, FNAF Online. It was really on fire for the first part of 2022, but then it screeched to a halt after the last few badges and the OC creator. So I'd really like to see the game come back in some shape or form somehow. Really like their unique badge wars between Tobias and Sophie Serpent. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. #1. Forgotten Memories. Come on. I think we all knew if it wasn't TPRR, it had to be Forgotten Memories. This game came out of nowhere. It blew the whole scene up on Roblox. The whole FNAF community, even people outside the FNAF community, were all playing, streaming, making videos, going crazy over this game. It took Roblox FNAF by storm. It was difficult. It had something for everybody. And the quality, oh man, the quality was wild. We did it! We did it, finally! We did it! We beat Custom Night. Beating the 20x6 mode was so difficult, but it felt like such an accomplishment when you actually beat it. I grinded this game so much on stream to make sure I actually beat it, and it was a ton of fun, and it was a blast to play with viewers the entire way through. The way they introduced an animatronic per night, while you still had to fend off the first animatronic and the puppet. Well, as long as the time's not paused, we can win. No. Working with so many other variables and mechanics made this game feel like it was an actual FNAF game or like a game of Game Jolt or something. Definitely not a Roblox game. TPRR was extremely well done as usual this year, and it 100% could have gotten the #1 spot like it has for, you know, almost every year before. But this year, Forgotten Memories has 100% earned the #1 spot. But at the end of the day, all of these games have a little bit of something for everyone. Let me know what you think your top 5 list is in the comments. Do you agree with mine? Am I insane? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I just really can't wait to see what 2023 has in store for us. Some games have already been updated and released, and it's looking really good. I've seen some teasers for some stuff I won't give away here, but I cannot wait. It's gonna be a very competitive year when the list of 2023 comes out. That's all I'm saying. But again, thank you to all the devs for your incredibly hard work. Again, I do apologize if your game was not on this list. It doesn't mean your game wasn't good. Please don't give up. I can't wait to play even more Roblox FNAF games this year. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you like Roblox FNAF, or just FNAF, or if you just like me as a person. Alright, nah, just the first two, come on. And I'll see you all in the next video tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.